Okay, so we'll be starting with a game demonstration of COC, that is Clash of Conquerors. Here we have a basic hand of 8 cards. So 8 cards mein you have 3 victory cards and you have 5 treasure cards. Treasure cards are of 1 copper each, and there are 3 estate cards which are victory cards. Ultimately, this game is a deck building game. उसमें क्या रहता है कि you have to have a deck with the highest number of victory cards, and after that you must have the highest number of treasure cards. Okay, the treasure cards also consist of copper, silver and gold, and victory cards mein you have estate, provinces and duchies. Okay, so that is the basic agenda of the game. The basic agenda of the game is that you have a deck which has a lot of these cards and a lot of these cards. Okay, and to attain that you have other cards that are going to help you. Those cards are called action cards, curse cards and so on. So basically we'll start with how the game moves. So if you can see, the camera will be pointed towards this pile. This is called a draw pile. The draw pile will have a pile of cards over here, and you will be selecting cards. You will be selecting 5 cards. First, let me shuffle these. Okay. Okay. Now in the draw pile, you'll have a pile of cards. They can be n number of cards. So what you have to do before starting the game, you'll be given a card. You'll be given a deck of 8 cards, right? So what you will be doing is you will be randomly selecting top 5 cards from your deck, okay, without seeing them. This is completely done at random. You pick them up and then turn over to find which cards you have. Okay. And then after your turn is done, you discard these piles. Discard these cards, okay, and move on in the next round. Okay, after you discard these, right now when you start initially you'll be having 8 cards. However, when you buy action cards or treasure cards, your deck will build up. Suppose you have these cards. Suppose you have these cards and you buy a second action card. I'm not supposed to reveal you the card, but if you buy this action card, your deck will consist of 1 extra card. So you put them in the discard pile. You pick these up from the draw pile. These are the 3 remaining from the draw pile. You put it here, and then again you take the discard pile, put it in the draw pile, shuffle them and select top 2 cards, and then keep them in the draw pile itself. Then again you'll come up with other cards, right? So that's how you build a deck. Again, this goes again over here in the discard pile. You again draw certain cards from here, and so on and so forth. You'll be building up your deck.
I'll be explaining you how the game proceeds. First of all, as I mentioned it before, you have your treasure cards and you have these victory cards. Victory cards decide if you are winning or losing. Okay. So right now, when the game starts, there are 2 phases. That is, first is the action phase, and second is the buying phase. In the action phase, you use an action card to inflict damage or enhance your own capabilities. Inflict damage as in you can use a card that mentions that the other opponent might have lost some cards, or you can use a card that helps you get a victory card or a treasure card. Apart from that, since when you start you don't have an action card, you only have copper and you have these estate cards. So what you're missing is the action card. So first, as the game proceeds, the first phase will be the action phase and the second phase will be the buy phase. So first phase will go waste. In the second phase, you get to buy things. When you buy, you have these cards, right? These cards will help you buy action cards and build your deck. And same way, as I said before, you'll be putting this away and picking something up again from your draw pile. That's how the entire process goes. First is action, and second is buy, then again action, then buy, again action and buy. Ultimately, when the province cards or the victory cards are depleted, the game gets over. Here I'll be telling you what the basic layout of the game will be. Here you'll have your treasure cards, that is gold, silver and copper, and here you'll have your victory cards. So ultimately, as I said before, when these cards are over, like everyone will be given 3 estates. So you have to, your winning point will be when you buy as many of these cards over here and as many of these cards.
Okay, ultimately when this particular card gets over, the game is finished. And here if you can see, these are your curse cards and action cards. So as the game proceeds, you keep on buying these and these. You keep on buying these with the help of these, and obviously to win you need a strategy. For that you need to use these action cards. So basically, this is how the game works. Yeah. Now here if you can see, a copper that you initially teams will be given a copper, and copper is free, right? So you don't need to spend money to buy copper. In a buy phase, you can either skip the buy phase if you don't have anything to buy, or you can just pick up one of these cards. However, if you want to buy a silver or a gold, you have to spend certain amount of copper. Similarly, the prices of all these cards will be given here on the card itself. So when you are playing, you just check out for a small icon over here that will reveal you the price. Basically, all the other cards also have their own particular price, and every card has its own particular significance. Like these cards will tell you if you are getting more cards, or if you are losing some cards, or if the opponent is losing their own cards. So ultimately, with all these specifications of every card given, you can build up your own strategy and stay ahead in the game. Of course.